What is up, everybody? I am on my way to Gators in DeLand. I meet my old boss and his wife. We've known each other since basically like 2006 when I started working at the company up here in DeLand, Tenant Printing. We have known each other since then. The company closed, what, 10 years ago, probably now, give or take. And we've remained friends. We get together twice a year, once in the spring and once in the fall. We get together at Gators up there, catch up on our lives, see what's going on and everything. So that's where I'm headed right now, is I'm going up to Gators right now to meet them for the spring the spring meeting, and then, you know, we'll come again in September, October, you know, the fall meeting, whatever. But yep, that's where I'm headed right now, headed up to Gators to meet them. See you there. Alright guys, as you just seen, I put the faces back on the drawer. I put contact paper inside, which, as you can see, I'm not really good at, but you know what, I don't care, it looks good. Now, just gonna see how well these go back in. There's that one. There's that one. And there's that one. Okay. Closing good, sliding good. Now this piece here is a flat piece. I'm just going to go put some liquid nails on and then come in and just plop it on there. I'm going to do that right now. Alright guys, well I finally got centered. I probably did that the wrong way. I should have put the glue on the cabinet face and then stuck it on. But yeah, it is what it is. It'll look good from a distance. Later guys. Good afternoon, everybody. I had to re-put this center one back on because I put it on there and everything and went back outside, and when I came back in at night to go to sleep, it was laying on the floor. So I don't know what happened. I think I might have taken the tape off a little bit too soon because it felt like it was on there, but I took the tape off. I think I just took it off too soon and ended up falling. Anyway, I re-glued it back on. I did it a different way, the way that I should have done it to begin with. So that is now back on. Yeah, that's it. That's that, and I cleaned up underneath there because I'm going to put the contact paper down. But anyway, on with my story today. It is a beautiful, it was raining this morning, but it is now, I think it's about 87 degrees, partly cloudy. Still might get a little bit of rain maybe. But anyway, this morning I did go on, TSA is also hiring again. So I went on their website, filled out the form, did their little test thing. I passed their test and scheduled a appointment. Now what I'm guessing is it's going to be, because see, last year I did the same thing, but I failed the physical because my blood pressure was 2 points higher than what their limit was. Their limit is 140 over 90. I think I was like 128 or 129 over 92. So because I was 92, they failed me. But that has all now been corrected. I'm on new medicine now and everything, so there shouldn't be a problem with that. The other reason I was denied was because of my eyesight, because I did not have prescription glasses, which I do now. I was using readers, and that was unacceptable to them. Stupid shit. Sorry, stupid stuff. But anyway, yeah, that's set for 3 days from now on Thursday morning, and hopefully maybe that one will go through. I'm still waiting to hear back from the USIC people for the locator thing. They said it'd probably be sometime this week if I was chosen. They were interviewing a lot of people. When I got there, there were 2 people in front of me and then me, and they had 3 managers hiring or interviewing the people. And I went in, and then when I came back out, there was another 3 people sitting in the room, plus whoever was in, you know, the other 2 rooms. So they're for some reason interviewing a lot of people. Could that be a good thing? Could that be a bad thing? I don't know, but I will find out this week. If not, I got an application in at Harbor Freight. I'm going through their process right now. That's only part-time though, but at least it's something. And then the TSA, which is going to be for the Orlando airport, which kind of sucks because it's an hour away, but it's a job. You gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, and I'm in those times right now where I gotta do what I gotta do. But anyway, guys, that is it for now. I'm just going to relax, go checking that plate I put up there to make sure it stays on this time in the master bath. And I'm thinking tomorrow I'm going to put the contact paper down at the bottom and hang the doors, and then we'll see how that looks. Until then, later, guys. Well, good afternoon, everybody. It is a cloudy, rainy, I think it's like 88 degrees today. But look at, I got a seed pod. Blew open on my queen yesterday sometime. Not exactly sure when, but sometime yesterday. But anyway, I went to TSA pre-test screening test this morning. Now, I think I did pretty good. I know I did really good on the first 2 sections. There were 3 sections. I know I did really good on the first 2 sections, but the 3rd section, I don't know, because what it was a 2D to 3D comparison thing where they had, let's say, like a box or something laid out with fold lines in it on the left side, and then the folded up part of it on the right side, what it looked like folded up. And you had to go and say that side 1 over here was letter C over here, side 2 over here was letter B over here in the finished piece. And that, because trying to take it and fold it into what it was showing you on the side, I think I did okay. I know there were some of them that I couldn't figure out where it was on the finished piece. By trying to fold it in my head, I couldn't figure it out. So I think I did okay on that. If anything, that's going to be the thing that's going to mess me up or screw me over on that whole situation. But I remember when I went to TSA last time, they didn't have that test on there. And I also didn't do the radar or x-ray test, where last time I did an x-ray test, this time I didn't. The first two sections were the same. I did the same on both of them, but the third one on this one was that 2D to 3D thing where you had to fold it into a thing and say what side was what, where on the one I did a year and a half ago, it was reading the x-ray display things. So I don't know how it's going to go. I'll find out. I'm guessing I'm going to hear in several days or so. The USIC one I went to last week, haven't heard a thing about it. I'm not sure if it's my email that's messing it up. I don't know if I told you this or not. I'm not sure if it's my email, because Massey had a lot of trouble sending me email. So I set up a new email that from now on, my job interviews and everything from now on, I'm going to use that new email, because I know what things will go through on that one. But anyway, we'll see what happens. I mean, I can't do anything about it, number one. And man, is it hot out here. There's like no wind. It is very humid, very muggy. At least we don't have the Canadian smoke field from those wildfires, like up in Northwest, and even as far down as Baltimore where my daughter is, they got the smoke there too. But anyway, just wanted to get you updated on the TSA thing that I went to this morning. It is, I don't know, I guess it's in the work. It only took like 25 minutes. They said it's plan on being there for 2 hours. It only took like 25 minutes. So was in and out of there pretty quick. Got back home, did some video editing and putting a video up now for this coming up weekend. And just wanted to catch you up, guys. Later. Stevenson, a greatly highly unknown band from back in the 80s. They did a lot of songs for that movie Secret Admirer. That's where I found them. Look them up. Van Stevenson from 1980. Anyway, I just, as you've seen, got the doors put back up. I don't like the hinges. I think I'm going to get different hinges. I thought they were self-closing or soft closing hinges, but they're not. I mean, they're not. They said they were, but they're not. So I might be getting new hinges, but I did put, as you've seen, the little contact paper down there at the bottom. A little bit wrinkly because I don't know how to do that. But anyway, I'm going to sit on this for a little bit. Let me know what you think. Should I put handles on the drawers and on the doors, or should I just leave it as is? I don't know yet. I like the way that looks, kind of flat like that, but I also think that it would look good with a, brushed nickel, kind of like the same color as that. Handle, silver handle on everything, but I'm not sure yet. I'm going to sit on this for probably a couple weeks before I decide. I still need to replace the seal in this drain down there because it's leaking a little bit. I'm going to do that here in a little bit. I'm not going to show you. I'm going to do that in a little bit. But yeah, otherwise, I think that looks good. That drawer right there is just a hair crooked. And I don't know why. Maybe I got the panel on upside down. I'll have to look at that. I'll figure that out. But anyway, all right, getting there. What have I got left? I got to redo the carpet in there, get a organizer unit to put up in there, put the molding on this side of the bathroom, clean up the floor real good because it's still kind of filthy. And once I do all that, clean the mirrors. No, you know what I was going to ask you? See these mirrors? I'm thinking of putting like a border around it, like a wooden border, like either a 1/4 inch or 3 inch, not 3 inch, a 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch, you know, wood border to kind of frame everything out to make everything look like a individual window. Let me know what you think on that. I'm still debating whether or not I'm going to do that. Kind of like what I did in my other bathroom here many years ago when it was like really in style. When I redid this bathroom, it had a mirror just like that on the wall here, like this. And I did a wider, I think that's like 1.5 inch border around there to match, you know, the gray that I did these cabinets in. What do you think about doing that on the mirrors in the other bathroom? Let me know what you think down below. If you think I should put a border around it, should I do a thick border or a thin border? I'm thinking just like a 3/4 inch, just, you know, something just to break the line up and paint it, you know, the same gray as the cabinets and everything. But yeah, let me know if you would down in the comments. Appreciate your input because I have absolutely no designer sense whatsoever. So let me know what you think. Whoa, there's a wasp in the house. Wonder how long he's been in here. He couldn't have come in today because I haven't opened the doors yet. Interesting. All right. Guess I gotta go kill something. Here he is. All right, guys. I will see you later. Later. I do that every week. I watch it on the screen here and it starts off that bright blue and then the iris readjusts and everything. But yeah, I think that looks cool. Anyway, guys, that was this week's Around the House. I got the drawers and the cabinet doors all put back together and all hung. Now, like I said, I am probably going to get new hinges because those hinges that I bought are not the kind that I thought I was going to get. I thought I was going to get like a soft closing, which, if you know what that is when you go to push the door closed, it'll go to a certain point and then it'll finish closing by itself. That's the way they were described. That's not what they are. That's not what they are. And they're even, the smaller doors don't sit all the way flush against the vanity. They don't close all the way. I don't know. So I am going to look into getting new hinges eventually. They're good for now, eventually. But I got to tell you, that contact paper stuff, that is a pain in the ass. I tried so hard to get that stuff to lay down flat and not have any wrinkles in it, no matter how I did it. Even on the smaller drawers that only were, you know, this long and, you know, that wide, put it in there, you know, I sat down on the corner and then I pulled the paper away and rolled my hand down, you know, as I went to keep it, and it's still wrinkled up on me. It's still wrinkled up. I don't know how those people do it, how they get it super flat and looking good and everything, but you know what, for me, it's perfectly fine. Once I start throwing stuff in the drawers there, it's pretty much all going to be covered. It's just, you know, for a look type of thing instead of having the, you know, wood bottom on the drawers. I got, you know, that stuff there. But yeah, those are basically, everything there is basically done with the vanity now. I am still thinking about handles on there, on the doors and the drawers. I'm not sure yet. If you have any ideas, please let me know. And also let me know what you think about the border around the mirror. I'm thinking just like a 1/2 inch, you know, half round, 1/2 inch type of border to go around the mirrors there in the 3 different sections to kind of define each mirror. What do you think on that? I'll paint them the same color as I'm going to paint, or as I painted the cabinets down below. But I am thinking about doing that. I'm really leaning towards doing that, but I want your opinion on how you think that would look. I would really value your opinion because a lot of you guys are a lot better at design stuff than I am, because I've said it many times, I don't know what I'm doing. Just everything seems to be working out okay. By luck. It is purely by luck, because I don't have that vision to see what it would look like. I just get these ideas in my head and kind of think, oh, well, that might kind of look cool with not actually really knowing what it looks like. But anyway, I would like your opinion on that. It would be greatly appreciated. Put it down in the comments down below. Let's see, what else was there. I went through the job stuff for TSA and USIC. Those of you who know me closer than YouTube people know which one I already took. All I got to say about that is the company that I did choose really, really, really needed to do more training with me and the other guys, because they threw us out in the field after essentially like a week of classroom stuff, and then about 5 to 7 days of out in the field with a trainer out in the field. And then I got thrown into my position, my area, and my area has what we did not cover in class or out in the field. Just never came up, never showed me how to do it. So essentially a lot of these things that I'm doing, I'm just kind of winging it and going by what I know. Might not necessarily be right. I've been lucky so far. I haven't done anything wrong as far as I know, but there needs to be a lot more training in this stuff, and you'll find out more about that later coming up in future episodes of Around the House. But anyway, just wanted to say, hey guys, I know I didn't talk to you last Friday. Been real busy. This heat has been killing me. Working outside, by the time I get home and everything, I'm just completely whooped. I go out like that. I don't do anything. I'm running out of clips for my around the house stuff because I haven't been doing anything around the house because, number one, it's been 110 degrees every day, so it's really hard to do stuff outside. And then when I get home from work, which is a lot of times when I did a lot of stuff after work, I'm too tired and too drawn out to even do anything. So, and I'm trying to do on the weekends here, Saturday and Sunday, I'm trying to get these around the houses done. I'm trying to get 2 or 3 of these set up so that the next couple weekends I can start doing stuff around the house and get more clips so I can keep this around the house going while I wait for it to cool off a little bit. That's basically what I'm saying. This heat wave this year is crazy, breaking all kinds of records, and the water temperature down here on the beaches is 101 degrees, which is the temperature of a hot tub. It's crazy. It's killing all the coral. Nuts. Crazy, crazy nuts. But anyway, guys, that was this week's Around the House. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Consider subscribing if you haven't subscribed yet. My analytics tell me that 98% of you watching my videos are not subscribed. If you just hit that subscribe button, be greatly appreciated. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to do anything. All you got to do is hit the subscribe button, and that's it. It's not going to bombard you with emails. It's not going to request any other information. It's not even going to talk to you again. It just helps me out getting more subscribers and all that kind of stuff. So that'd be great if you did that. If you're not subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated. And then come back on Tuesday for another taste test challenge, which this week's is a little bit interesting. I just posted it. It's interesting. You'll see. It's different. Put it that way. It's different. Anyway, guys, that's it. Tuesday taste test challenge. Next week, Friday, for another Around the House. Have a good week, guys, and I'll see you then. Thank you, guys.